It's the 7th section of the Zodiac Circle. Happy birthday, Libra! This video is all about you being the 7th sign of the Zodiac, which is from the 22nd of September to around about the 21st of October. So happy birthday to you. It is your season. And as you can see, we are working on the Libra section for this video while we find out all about the sign of Libra. So thank you for joining me today for this diamond painting by SpellQueen. The canvas is the Zodiac Circle, which I bought from SpellQueen, and it is a 50 by 50 canvas. So we're starting already with the symbol of the scales, which is the symbol of Libra in the Zodiac, and it is the only inanimate object in the Zodiac, and that means that it is a thing rather than a person or an animal. And it's the only one in the Zodiac like that. Now, the reason why the scales are depicted for Libra is because of the balance. Libra are all about balancing. Hence the scales, making sure that they are kept evenly and they're not tipped one way or another. So the perfect symbolism. Libras enjoy weighing up the situation and balancing it all out so that it's not weighted one way or another. They like the harmonization of balance. So if you ever get into a debate with a Libra, expect them to be able to debate both sides. Sometimes Libra do take the opposite side just to tip the balance a little bit and may well end up arguing against what they really believe for the sake of that discussion. I am laughing because I too am a Libra, and that is very true of me. So I am trying to tell you all about Libra without bringing myself into it. So I am going to use the term they rather than me because it's all about you guys out there. It is, and we're going to find out a lot more facts about Libra, what they like, what career choices are good for a Libra, what pets Libra may choose, what gifts are ideal for a Libra. So stay tuned and find out all of these little details, either about yourself or about the Libra that you know. So as I say, the symbol here is the scales. So you can see here we've got the middle stand and here are the weights either side. And it is about that balancing and harmonizing. If you know a Libra, you may well see in discussions that they like to harmonise the argument. So, well, not argument as such, but the discussion. And that's why they can take either side, because they want to have a balanced view given. They want inclusive thought. And so that's where that comes from, where if they feel that a debate is going one way too strongly, they will balance it with their own views and make it more equal and have that inclusive edge Libras want everybody to be included and would hate the thought that something or some opinion is missed out. Now, I wonder if that is because the tarot card for Libra is Justice, and again having that balanced view, not to make judgments as such, but to keep it harmonised, to keep things right. And so having that justice edge as well all leans into the scales. And of course, the justice symbolism is the scales. Again, the scales of justice all tie in with the Libra traits too. So that all fits into the Libra sign. So if you've seen these zodiac segments before, you'll know that I do the symbol and then I speed up the background just to make the video a little bit shorter while I do that. So that's what we'll be doing today. And then I leave the edges and I will fill those in at another time. So happy birthday, Libra. Ooh, now I wonder, are you a September Libra or an October Libra? Because September Libras have the sapphire stone as their birthstone, and the October Libras have the opal as their birthstone. In this picture, it's depicted as a sapphire, which are the blues here that we will be filling in once we get to that colour. So the scales are associated with justice and law, as I said, and that stems from the goddess Themis, who ruled over the justice and law. So Themis was thought to be the daughter of Uranus and Gaia, and when she was put up into the sky as a constellation, she originally spanned 2 zodiac signs, which were Virgo and the scales of justice. So going into Libra season, it's the autumnal, the start of the autumnal season. And so solar light starts to diminish. And the Libra archetype is one of balance, as we've heard, and equality, which symbolises the autumn equinox of equal measure of daylight and nightfall. So the ruling planet of Libra is Venus. Now, I know that'll bring a lot of imagery when you say Venus. If you know anything about the planetary, you'll know that Venus is all to do with love, harmony, grace, and that is the ruling planet of Libra, because Libra also like elegance, gracefulness, and beauty. Libra has a massive influence on partnership with a capital P. Libras love to be in a partnership and will forge long-lasting relationships, trying their utmost to keep harmony within that. partnership, be it work or personal. So diplomacy, peacefulness, harmony, and that is when their scales are in balance, because when the scales are out of balance, that is when Libras are not at their best. They can feel confused and conflicted, so it is important that Libra takes some time for themselves to rebalance the scales and get themselves into that harmonious place. So Libras have a natural affinity for negotiation and expression. Communication is a very strong trait of the Libra, and they communicate with an artistic flair, talking their way around situations, again, as I say, debating, sometimes even with themselves as they're talking, and fixing their views. So while negotiating and expressing themselves, they do so in a very calm and moderated way. So even during a debate where it could easily get heated, Libra will continue to give opinions, input into something, into the conversation in a balanced, measured, calm way, like a moderator. Making sure that the sides are balanced and everybody has a fair chance. Libra's all about fairness, fair chance to get their opinion across and heard. If you think of a judge in the courtroom, they listen to both sides before serving the justice required. So Libra is an air sign, and not only an air sign, but a cardinal air sign, which cardinal is all about the leadership, social interaction, leadership, maybe pioneering social activities and gatherings, and are natural for unifying their friendships and their family commitments. So if you are in a household of different star signs, you will find the Libra being the moderator within the family. They will be the one trying to help others see the other person's view, maybe explaining what that other person may have meant. So Libras tend to put others first to make sure everybody is comfortable and well loved, that everybody has good well-being, are comfortable, and harmonious. If there's an upset and an argument, it's usually Libra that will mediate, give opinion, show the other person what was meant, how they can help the situation and get back in to alignment with what they may have been upset about. So therefore, good career choices for a Libra can be counselling, obviously law and order, justice, police force. Teaching is another good career choice for a Libra. Presenting. Okay, we're nearly finished this 8 symbol. With careers, Libras tend to like to work with others. And Libras love beauty, so their workspace will be beautified. In fact, they may even have careers to do with repairing and mending and making things look gorgeous. So perhaps even interior design, working with a team of people, pulling together to make a space look so fantastic. They may well use music and fragrance to evoke the sense of calm. Or perhaps even a beauty therapist. Using makeup to help beautify and bring out the strengths in people, in people's features. Helping them to feel good about themselves. So with all of this, sometimes Libras need to recharge their batteries. I've heard it said before that a Libra mind is a bit like a blender that is constantly on the go. It doesn't turn off until everything is in the correct balance and harmony. And so that can be very, very tiring. And Libras will need to retire, recharge their batteries, and take a little bit of time out for themselves sometimes. So if you are a Libra, make sure that you do that. Try and rest that bright mind sometimes and give some time back to yourselves. It is really, really important. Sometimes it's just spread too thinly, and you will need some time to recharge. So Libras would be good at brainstorming if they've got their batteries recharged, because they can come up with lots of different ideas, throw them into the pot, discuss it to the nth degree. I'm not going to call it a weakness, but one thing that is well known about Libras is that it takes them a long time to make a decision because of the balancing up of every little nth degree within that. You know, we think of all of the different permutations to that decision. However, when we make a decision, you know, it is made. It just takes a little while for a Libra to get there. And yes, it can drive other star signs quite mad if they're not very patient. And we can switch it up as well. However, as I say, that's not all negative, because people will know once that decision has been made that it's been very well thought through, and a lot of different scenarios will have been thought about and weighed up. So once a decision has been made, it will be a thorough one. and it will be a fair one. Libras are known to be very sensitive and artistic and take everybody into account. Usually we'll accept other people's views, weigh them up and see what they think. So how would you recognise Libra in a crowd? Well, their physical attributes, as you can imagine with all of the balance, they are very balanced usually in their carriage, in the way they hold themselves. So average weight, average height. Think of a middle ground where, you know, everything's going to weigh up nicely. Usually has a good waistline. I did chuckle a little bit when I read this because of their fitness routines. That's not me. So I hope that rings true for you, because that's not me. I must have a waistline of my rising sign or something. Because as well, I haven't said that we are all a mix of different signs, and your rising sign and your moon sign and your sun or star sign are the main three that mix together to make your personality. If you haven't done a birth chart, then do have a look online. There are lots of free birth charts to access on the internet, and you just put in your birthday, where you were born and the time you were born if you know it, and that will bring up your birth chart, and you can find out from that what other star signs you have in your mix. So do let me know if you have a beautiful waistline through your fitness routine, then let me know, because, well, I would be rather jealous. Oh dear, no, it did tickle me. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. So Libras tend to dress tidily in quality clothing, so classic quality clothing that can last a long time. Oh dear, no, sorry, I'm still giggling about the fitness thing. It did say, though, that Libras can tend to gain weight after a bad breakup in a relationship, because we do work better in a partnership as a pair, and it can hit us hard if things don't work out. So you need to maybe, you know, put the ice cream down. Oh, yeah, go and have a nice walk instead, or treat yourself in a different way. You need to watch the waistline if you've just broken up with somebody. And I'm sorry if you have. We've all been there, and there is light at the end of the tunnel if that happens to be you. So sending lots of love out to you if you're struggling with that at the moment. Sending love your way. So maybe I should send some flowers your way if you're having a little bit of a tough time at the moment. And what flowers would Libra love? Well, flowers are, and it did surprise me this a little bit, a rose. Now, roses I always would have thought, well, I suppose it's love though, isn't it? So I'll take it back. I'm not surprised by rose, because I've just realised with all of the love going on that roses is a flower for Libra. Cosmos and hydrangeas. Oh, I do love a hydrangea. I love the exuberance of a hydrangea, and the fact that they can be those beautiful pinks or really electric blues. gorgeous. So they are the flowers or plants for Libra. Romantic rose. Ooh, nice. We tend to go towards indigo blue, and actually looking at the segment, it is very blue. So healing crystals, if you need a little bit of help with healing. The crystals for Libra are agate. Now agate comes in all different colours, so you should be able to find a colour that you like if you want to wear some agate. They tend to be quite earthy colours, but a nice mix of that. And carnelian, which is like an orange colour. Coral. Oh, coral! I'm sorry, going back to me again. But I am always, when I'm diamond painting, I always go towards the coral colours. Interesting. Now I know why. Oh, if you've watched any of my kitting ups, you'll know that coral always makes me go, oh. Anyway, I'll put this pinky colour in there. Right, we'll use the anchor sign next, which is this purpley. So other healing crystals, emerald, jade. Again, I always head towards the greens. I wore a beautiful green dress on a night out recently. Emerald, jade, peridot, which is another green, and smoky quartz, which is like a brown quartz. So that's a bit more, it's a bit more translucent than the other stones. So there you are. If you want to have a bit of a healing, then head towards the internet, find out what those stones can do for you, and yeah, let me know if you're into crystal healing. Let me know if you're drawn towards the corals and greens just like me. That's interesting because our colour says indigo blue, but I'm definitely more coral and green. Keep seeing these little anchor signs. There's one there. And some dotted along here. Oh, and that side. Okay, let's do the Z. We've got a backward Z, which is this. I would call that an indigo blue. Let's get some of these in while we talk about the Libra child. If you've got a Libra child, or of course you might have been a Libra child at one time, see if this resonates with you. I'm going to get a bit more pink wax. Is your Libra child a natural diplomat? Do they like to keep harmony in the house? Because that is what a Libra child is, a trait of a Libra child, is to have that harmony. They like a calm atmosphere, likes peace in the household. Your Libra child may have an uncanny way of communicating, quite adult-like in their approach, which can make them seem older than what they are. They see both sides of the equation, and that might, as we've said, create a bit of confusion when it comes to making a decision. The Libra child will not want to upset anybody by making the wrong decision. So they may need help with that, a bit of support. a bit of guidance there, maybe information to help them choose, and it could be simple decisions, even simple decisions sometimes Libras struggle with, what biscuit they want. Too much choice for a Libra, it can be quite overwhelming. Oh dear, I always bring it back to food, don't I? Anyway, so your Libra child could be quite sensitive to conflict, so just be aware of that. And will do anything to avoid a fuss. So you may want to encourage your Libra child to talk things out, because there could be a tendency to bottle things up because they may not want to voice what they're feeling in case it comes across as wrong, and they don't want to upset you. So if you have a Libra child, do encourage them to talk things out and explain that you won't be upset. You just want to hear what they have to say, because if they bottle things up, they will overthink it to the nth degree. Remember the blender, and their little mind will be going 10 to the dozen trying to work it all out for the best possible scenario. And yeah, they may struggle with that a little bit. So just offer them the time to discuss things with you. If you are a Libra, do you recognise that as the child that you were? When I was a child, I spent quite a lot of time in my bedroom. I loved being in my bedroom, just creating things and enjoying my own space. And honestly, I do love that even now today. So if your Libra child does go into the bedroom, it may be that they just want their own space. Again, like I say, the blender mind might just need a little bit of time to relax and recharge. So it can be difficult as a parent to weigh up what to do for the best, isn't it? So this is no judgment, it's just a suggestion, and just to perhaps check in with them, but they may need their own space as well. That leads us on to what hobbies Libras may well like. And as I say, if you do want some of your own time, reading a book, finding a nice peaceful space that looks beautiful is a really good way for a Libra to unwind. They can lose themselves in those books and just take themselves out of their own head. So that's a good leisure activity for a Libra, as well as creating things, which is great if you are a diamond painter, because we love creating our beautiful diamond paintings, don't we? Perhaps you enjoy listening to music while you're creating, or perhaps you like creating your own music. If you've had enough of your own time, because Libra is a very sociable sign, then you may want to go and join in with friends with music, playing in a band, or just dancing along with your friends, having a laugh, or watching a good film. Maybe watching a rom-com or a good comedy with friends is a great unwinder for a Libra. Libras may be found taking music lessons, playing an instrument, learning how to dance, going to dance lessons. Do you know, I quite fancy going to ballroom dancing lessons. I think it's because I love Strictly. I think it's such a fabulous programme and they look so beautiful in the classic ballroom. I did go to ballroom classes as a child. I think I've talked about that in a whip and chat previously. But as an adult, I think I'd quite like to have another go. So, yeah, so those sorts of lessons are a really good leisure activity, as well as going to perhaps an art gallery, taking a day trip with either your partner or with friends and going to look at the art. Those sorts of relaxing activities. So nearly finished this Z sign now, and then I will speed up the video and get some more of this background colour in, and then we'll come back and we'll find out what pets, what gifts, things like that are good for a Libra. As I was finishing the background there, I thought, have you seen my Josephine Wall Libra videos? You may be interested to look at those with all of the colours in the Diamond Painting Deutschland Libra picture. I will link it in the eye in case you haven't seen that one. And yeah, go over there and have a look. I did do weekly updates for those videos, so there's quite a few to see if you're interested. Okay, we've got a few little dotted symbols to finish while we continue to talk about Libra. And we're up to what pets Libra would like. And because Libras enjoy a harmonious home, they won't want little noisy things. They want gentle pets. So you may like gentle dogs, you know, quiet dogs that are really well behaved. That's not Monty. If you've heard Monty in the background before, he's not here at the moment, but he does like his presence known. But Libras tend to like quiet, gentle dogs. He is gentle though. Oh, bless him. I feel really mean now. So anyway, dignified cats and intelligent birds. So there we are. They are the pets that Libra tend to go for. Is that you? Dignified cats, gentle dogs, or intelligent birds? I would say an intelligent bird is probably something like a parrot, isn't it? That learns how to talk. I'm not sure if that would be harmonious, depending what it chose to say. Oh, that's funny. And what gifts would Libra like? Well, Libra like lots of gifts, and especially when they're not expected. So if you're giving a gift to a Libra for no reason at all, they will love it anyway, no matter what it is. Something lovely, mysterious, or comforting. Okay, comforting. What about one of those water features, you know, inside that, the Zen-like, with the sound of water trickling? What about candle holders, you know, something that's quite spiritual, a Buddha statue, something like that, or a good book. As we've said, Libra enjoy good books, good music. Oh, what about some nicely packaged biscuits? Oh, a hamper. Oh, yes, a gourmet hamper. Lovely. And what about something to do with their creative side? What about the diamond paintings? Oh, and another one I've just thought of. What about a beautiful diamond painting pen? Because then you've got the beautifulness and the practicality that they can use that for their art. So some ideas there for you of what Libra would like as a gift. And now our section is finished. We'll get a further away view and we'll talk about the image itself. So here is the Libra segment finished. We've got the scales with the weights either side to balance that all out, with lots of blues, different blues in the background there. This, I think, is the Libra symbol here. And then going down, I wondered whether this was going to be a rose after talking about the flowers. However, looking at it, I think it looks more like a cosmos. I'm not sure. Here is the Sapphire Birthstone, and then tailing off into a lighter blue at the bottom of the segment. So thank you for joining me for this Libra video. I really hope that you've enjoyed it and finding out about the Libra traits, etc. Do have a happy birthday if you're a Libra. I certainly will. Please do like, share and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, enjoy your own diamond painting. Take care, everyone. Bye.